What is up, everybody? This is GoldGear0 here with a new video. This is a guide for Mega Altaria. I was looking at it, and there's kind of like one set way you run it, which is this one right here. But like that's what I see most of the time, at least. And it gets access to so many unique moves like Cotton Guard, and there just seems to be so many ways to run it. Like, very few Pokemon you could run as a mixed attacker, and Altaria can kind of pull it off. So it's my first time doing something like this, but I've always thought about doing kind of like how-tos or guides or whatever you want to call it for Pokemon, because I've been playing Pokemon for a long time. Like, I was playing Pokemon since before I could read. So I think I'm a little qualified to, you know, help you with how you can run the certain Pokemon. And let's start off. Of course, you're going to have Dragon Dance. Well, actually, let's look at the stats. Everything's pretty well-rounded. You have everything but HP and speed above 100. That's great. For this set, I went with 252 in attack, 252 in speed, and 4 in HP. You know, your standard physical sweeper set. Your Dragon Dance, once you pull that Dragon Dance off, you're not going to be outspeeding everything, but you can be pretty fast. You can be hitting like a truck. To explain Return, you're looking up a guide of how to use Pokemon. You probably already know how a lot of the moves work, but Return, it works by happiness. So if you get your max, get your happiness to the max level, Return's will be doing 102 damage. And you have your ability Pixelate, that changes every normal type move into a fairy type move. So you're going to be getting the fairy stab from it, and it also increases damage by 33%, I believe. So that's going to be hitting a ton of damage. and even after Dragon Dance, it's going to hurt really bad. We bring in Earthquake because you don't want to get walled up by them steel types. Them steel types are mean. Fairies don't like the steel types. And since you have no access to any items, Roost would be a great move for this particular Altaria set. Move on to the next one. Like I was saying earlier, Altaria is one of those few Pokemon you can actually run it as a mixed attacker, and actually kind of works out well. It's kind of similar to the last set. You got your Roost, Return, Earthquake, and Fire Blast, so no Dragon Dance this time because, you know, say you use your Dragon Dance, you get an additional attack, and then you need to use Fire Blast for something. It's just going to feel like a waste. In this way, you can actually fit in Fire Blast. You can also opt to go Flamethrower, but I felt like since you're going to be getting the negative into special attack, Fire Blast would just be a lot better. I mean, the accuracy is lower, yeah, but just having that extra damage would be really nice. So yeah, other than that, this is pretty much like an alternate version of the first set. Also, I know you've noticed that I've been going to 52 in certain things. If you wanted to, you could say, well, let's go back to this one. Say you know you're going to be getting that speed. You could drop a little bit of speed, put it in health or something. It's all up to you, though. I'll be getting into the more bulkier Altaria sets in a bit. But yeah, so these aren't set in stone. You can do pretty much whatever you want. Now here's where we're getting into a little gray area a bit, because these sets are good as well, except it doesn't really feel that better. And it sucks because I want it to be better than the other one, but it just doesn't really seem that way. This is a special attacking Altaria. Pixelate's still going to work the same way with Hyper Voice, so it's not going to be doing as much damage as Return, but it's going to be doing a lot of damage still. So you have Hyper Voice, Flamethrower, Roost, and Ice Beam. The reason I like this set so much is because you're actually investing into special attack this time. So with Flamethrower, you know, you don't really need Fire Blast because you're doing a lot more consistent damage with Flamethrower, and it's so helpful on the steel types. Like say they throw in a Scizor, boom, that Scizor's gone. Scizor is going to be like one of the biggest threats for fairy types. For Ice Beam, I just kind of threw that in there. Realistically, you're probably going to want to get something like Hidden Power Ground, because yeah, Ice Beam can be useful in some situations, but like say if you look at the set how it is right now, if somebody had a Heatran, you're kind of done. Hidden Power Ground, that kind of changes that. And another thing I noticed about the set is that it can get walled out by quite a few things, I think, which is why I think Altaria can be run a lot of different ways, but some of the sets just aren't good as the other ones. And when you think about it, Heatran's going to be walling out the other ones too. Well, now you have Earthquake. Never mind. But certain Pokemon, of course, are gonna. Well, Pokemon get walled up by any Pokemon. So yeah, looks like that. Looks like that's it for this set. Also, since you don't have for both of these, since you don't have access to Jack and Dance, your speed's gonna be kind of capped. So if you don't want to, already have it set down here. If you don't want to be stuck at a certain speed, like say you're not gonna be able to boost your speed, you might as well want to pick the Jolly or Timid nature, so you know you're gonna have that speed. Well, that's up to you. And here we are at the Stolly Defensey one for the stats, 252 in health, of course, and I put a little into attack because, you know, return's gonna be your only move in this case. You could go special attacking for this one, but since return's doing more damage anyway, it's probably better off this way. And I went into 105, no wait, 204 into special defense, because you're not going to be able to boost your special defense at all, so you're going to want that defense right then. But let's see, what was I going to say? Yeah, because you have Cotton Guard here, and it's going to really, I think it's like after like one Cotton Guard, your defense is something like 500 or something like that, so that's just crazy. You don't need any defense investment really in this. I went with the defensive nature though, because that way when you do use Cotton Guard, you're just going to be taking no damage from physical attacks. And let's go to the last one. Now this is really just me kind of messing around, because when you see a Pokemon have Pixelate, you automatically think, oh, you know, normal type moves, and now fairy damage, and they're boosted. Hyper Beam, Giga Impact. I mean, I know these kind of moves, they have to recharge, not really worth it. But if you look at some of the statistics, it's just crazy. And then I wouldn't run this all the time or anything, but just that is a ton of damage just to use one move right there. Like I have some statistics right here. If you were to just throw out a non-boosted Hyper Beam, you have your Modest and your 252 in special attack. That would one hit. Well, it would most likely one hit a Mega Slowbro with 252 in defense and HP. So just words. I really lost my train of thought there. I'm not really sure what I was thinking of. Yeah, it's gonna almost one-shot Mega Slowbro, which is insane. Mega Slowbro, he's got some bulk, a lot of bulk, and I mean, you could say that, you know, you just use another move and two-hit it, but getting a Mega Slowbro all the way in one turn would be amazing. I have another damage calculation right here. This is a physical one with Giga Impact. It almost one-shots a Sylveon with 252 in HP and 252 in defense. And like I was saying earlier, that it's this really situational thing. If you could pull it off, it would be amazing. But for all the time, it's not really gonna be that useful. Like say, there are gonna be times where you could pull off a Hyper Beam. It would do a lot of damage, but that recharging turn would probably cost you, you know, Altaria's life for that match. So, yeah, if you all have anything you want to say, or have any ideas, or whatever, feel free to post it in the comments. This is my first time doing this kind of video. I might change up the format or something, and I'm sure I stuttered a lot and got my words mixed up. Well, I know I did. But, I'll work on that as I go along, and yeah, I will look into some more Pokemon to do for this kind of thing, and I'll see you all around. Have a nice day.